So this is Psylocke on Star Wars. I'll call this Midichlorians suck. But to me, I can't emphasise much actually how the prequels actually make sense. So it's established that Anakin was born outside the Republic. If he was born in the Republic, he would have had his midichlorians tested. He would have his blood tested, maybe from birth, or before he would be, I guess, the age he'd start school if he was on Earth, I suppose. They could do all this by droids, I guess. It's probably almost virtually automatic. But being outside the Republic means he was born later into slavery. Again, a lot of stuff in the second, well, yeah, 2 and 3 makes sense. Sometimes I'm not so sure about Dooku's. Why did Dooku turn to the dark side? Well, he just did, didn't he? Well, Palpatine uses idealism against him. But yes, when Sidious says to Anakin that the Jedi will kill all the senators, he really means it. Because Anakin knows that Palpatine has been able to control the Senate, but he probably only needs to directly control 1 or 2. The Jedi would have no idea who to control. Otherwise, they'd let him off. They'd put him on trial and they'd just let him off. So that might be extreme measures to kill all of them, but they'd have to go through each of them one at a time. Oh my god. So, on to midichlorians. Well, what if there was an alternative? What if there simply had a way of simply a Jedi would pass their abilities on to another? Now, normally in fantasy that probably involves dying, which is a bit gruesome, so that's probably why they didn't do that. But maybe it's kind of complicated relationships, so let's say Qui-Gon's killed. Abilities don't go to Kenobi, they go to Anakin. So I think that makes sense. And again, when Obi-Wan dies in A New Hope, his abilities can then go to Luke. So there's nothing actually any special about anyone who becomes a Jedi. But maybe some kind of filtering, grooming process, I don't know. Luke was just chosen. Well, he just wasn't he, I suppose? Maybe this doesn't make as much sense as midichlorians, but I think that's the only way to do it, is to have... Maybe it's like My Hero Academia, when All Might gives, what's-his-face, Maduro, I can't remember his name, his hair to eat. So there's a way of passing on his powers. So it could even be blood. I mean, that's a bit gruesome, isn't it? Probably knowing the Sith, they probably would use blood, wouldn't they? So, again, there's none of this midichlorians nonsense, but the plot is more or less the same. I don't necessarily see there being any changes to it, except perhaps for how the Jedi candidates are chosen. Now, I also suspect that so many Force-sensitive children are born in the galaxy that there's no way that even at the height of the Republic, all of them could be... The Jedi would choose all of them, but they would just choose some of them. Alright, Psylocke out.